Michigan. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Michigan's offense will take the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option to give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So Eastern Michigan's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Hauls it in. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Clark. Right down the middle. Finds his man, it's Gibbs. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Eagles are moving quickly down the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
So that... It's going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming.
There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Reads it, fires complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Makes him talk to the hand. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Trying to get it to the mark. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change. This
into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Looking to pass. It's Clark. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Wolverines are on the move. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Eagles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Clark. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the play on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And send the tight end in motion. They'll run for it on third and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from the... And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air, it's Clark. Here's the pressure. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. After the filthy move, he's got room. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brings him to the open. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence in the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, the ground game. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So here comes the Michigan offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Fires to the wideout, and his throw is incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Sandoval. Running through contact. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Callow. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll take it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Clark. Out of the backfield, he's open. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they forced the 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And
intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Here's the handoff. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The offense changing the play. Try to get it to the edge. And some room to work. Runs through the tackle. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Mayer. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Quick handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And it's no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield, it's Clark. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it along the sideline. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Back to pass, it's Clark. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give on the inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's Clark. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making checks. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball now sets up 4th down.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 28 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Back to pass, it's Clark. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Going to try to get it himself. Get all you can, then get down with the slot. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense dropping into soft coverage. To the air, it's Clark. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA